let me show you Cutco, okay? Pretend this is my polishing cloth. Ms. Jones, this is Cutco. Go ahead. How does that feel in your hand?
Oh, amazing.
Isn't that comfortable?
Mm-hmm.
That what you're holding right there is called the Universal Wedge Lock Handle. Let me explain this to you. This feature is incredible. See, it has those grooves in the handle right there to lock the forefinger and the thumb into place, so it makes it very comfortable and safe. It's ergonomically designed to fit any size hand, left, right, big, or small. In fact, the guy who they hired to put this handle on the design on our handle, Thomas Lamb, he desired the F-16 fighter pilot joystick, Porsche turbo joystick, polio crutches, hair dryer handles. They paid him $1 million back in the 50s to make that handle design. And they also spent another $1 million to patent it. That is a $2 million handle design that you're holding right there in your hand. The reason why Cutco spent all that money to get that design is so that way it's comfortable for you and your family. It fits any size hand, right, left, big, or small. So that makes Cutco way more expensive, but it's worth it because it's not going to provide any fatigue in your hand. It's also not going to provide any slipping. So that way it's going to reduce the kitchen accidents. It's really comfortable, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The second feature, Miss Jones, I want you to pay attention to is the material that's used in that handle. The material used in that handle is extremely, extremely expensive. This is one of the features that make Cutco very expensive. It's like a football helmet material, bowling balls, bowling ball pins, ski bindings, space shuttle helmets, and dishwasher parts are all using similar material just like that. Heat resistant up to 350 degrees. Ms. Jones, it's a very expensive material that you're holding right there in your hand, okay? But the reason why Cutco decided to spend all that money on that material is so that way it doesn't break, it doesn't melt in the dishwasher, it's 100% dishwasher safe, it's extremely durable, so that way it doesn't fade or stain or anything. It's gonna look just like that forever because the material is so expensive. The third feature I want you to notice is the construction of the handle using those 3 rivets. If you rub your finger across those rivets, you'll feel it's smooth to the touch. And you'll notice how the blade goes down and around the handle. So what does that do? It uses more materials. So again, more materials is going to cost us more money, but it's going to be worth it because it's not going to snap in the middle of using it. So it's 100% safe. That's balanced. These rivets here are not going to expand and contract. This is airplane part material. So it's not going to expand and contract like the altitudes and the different temperature changes. It's not going to expand and contract in your dishwasher. So it's going to be just like that forever. In fact, we have customers that have owned Cutco for 30, 40, 50 years, same set of kitchen knives, and they look perfect because of the materials that we use. But again, the design, the craftsmanship, the materials makes Cutco very expensive. But it's worth it because you never ever have to worry about it breaking or falling apart in the middle of using it. The next features are surgical grade steel. Now, Ms. Jones, you probably know this better than I do, but surgical instruments are very expensive. And we use surgical grade steel because if a surgeon's going to use stainless steel, it's going to dull real fast. And if you use carbon steel, it's going to rust. So this is the best of both worlds. It's going to stay really, really shiny and sanitary, but it's going to be really, really strong and stay sharp. So it's the best of both worlds. So it's strong and beautiful. Just like you, Miss Jones. The steel is absolutely incredible, and that's one of the reasons why Cutco is so expensive. But it's super shiny. In fact, I see you looking inside the blade. It's a fortune teller right there inside that blade.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you look inside the blade, what do you see?
Myself.
Well, besides world's best mom, know what else I see inside that blade? A future Cutco customer right there inside that blade. Obviously, Miss Jones, I just want you to know it's the best materials you can get, and that's why Cutco's is not cheap, but it's worth it because that way you get what you pay for. You obviously know the saying, cheap stuff isn't good and good stuff isn't cheap. This is the best of the best, but you'll be satisfied forever. In fact, let me show you one of the key features of Cutco, which is our double D edge. Double D stands for double durability because it's going to stay sharp that much longer. Let me show you how this works on a piece of rope. Check this out, Miss Jones. And then I'll take my rope, I hold my rope, and let's pretend you have that knife. Don't cut the pen though. So let's say this is the shitty knife. I'm gonna hold the knife right here. You're gonna push down as hard as you can. As hard as you can, pull it all the way towards you. Push towards me, pull towards you, push towards me. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, not bad, okay? See how it took 11 cuts, but it ripped it apart and shredded it apart like a saw? That's the problem with a serrated edge. Now here, try your straight edge knife. Again, all the way from the back of the blade, push down as hard as you can, all the way towards you, away towards me. 3, 17, 27, 18, 85, 92, 112. Not bad. Not bad. I've seen worse, Miss Jones.